My name is Gonzalez. I'm from Pope John Paul the Great Catholic High School, and I'm going to be reading an excerpt from Chapter 4 of Bleak House by Charles Dickens. This is when Kenji tells Esther, Richard, and Ada they will be spending the night at Mr. Jellyby's house and says goodbye, leaving them to Mr. Guppy, the driver. We were to pass the night, Miss Kenji told us when we arrived in his room, at Mr. Jellyby's, and then he turned to me and said he took it for granted I knew who Miss Jellyby's was. I really don't, sir, I returned. Perhaps Mr. Carston or Miss Clare. But no, they knew nothing whatever about Miss Jellyby. Indeed, Miss Jellyby, and Miss Cringe, standing with his back to the fire and casting his eyes over the dusty hearthrug, as if it were Miss Jellyby's biography, is a lady of very remarkable strength of character who devotes herself entirely to the public. She has devoted herself to an extensive variety of public subjects at various times, and is at present, until something else attracts her, devoted to the subject of Africa, with a view to the general cultivation of the coffee berry and the natives and the happy settlement on the banks of the African rivers of our subordinate home population. Miss Gendrance, who is desirous to aid any work that is considered likely to be a good work, and who is much sought after, Philip has, I believe, a very high opinion of Miss Jellyby. Miss Cringe, adjusting her cravat, then looked at us. And Mr. Jellyby, sir, suggested Richard. Ah, Mr. Jellyby, said Mr. Cringe, is I don't know that I can describe him to you better than by saying that he is the husband of Miss Jellyby. A nonentity, sir, said Richard with a droll look. I don't say that, returned Mr. Cringe gravely. I can't say that, indeed, for I know nothing whatever of Mr. Jellyby. I never, to my knowledge, had the pleasure of seeing Mr. Jellyby. He may be a very superior man, but he is, so to speak, merged in the more shining qualities of his wife. Mr. Cringe proceeded to tell us that, as the road to Bleak House would have been very long, dark, and tedious on such an evening as we have been traveling already, Mr. Jordan had himself proposed this arrangement. A carriage would be at Miss Jellyby's to convey us out of town early in the forenoon of tomorrow. He then rang a bell. The young gentleman came in, addressing him by the name of Guppy. Mr. Cringe inquired whether Miss Summerson's boxes and the rest of the baggage had been sent round. Mr. Guppy said yes, they had been sent round, and a coach was waiting to talk to us around 2 as soon as we pleased. Then it only remains, said Mr. Cringe, shaking his hands with us, for me to express my lovely satisfaction. Good day, Miss Clare. The arrangements this day concluded, and my goodbye to you.